Okay guys, I've got a video I want to share with you guys. I think you'll find it, to say the least, interesting.
We're going to FatCon in Seattle, Washington, January 5th through 7th, and I want to see you there. FatCon is a 3-day fat liberation celebration, y'all. We will be celebrating fat liberation, body acceptance, and the power of being in fat community. With over 60 hours of programming spanning from policy, legislation, healthcare, community, and visual arts, plus a ton more, this is sure to be something you don't want to miss. The vibes are going to be immaculate. With a fat brunch, a fat fashion show, and a fat vendor marketplace, there is so much to do. Plus, there's some really cool experiences you can sign up for, like some fat liberation photo shoots and some incredible shopping experiences with 2 big blondes. Being in fat community with other fat people who just accept you for who you are and get it is such a great experience, and I want every single person watching this to be able to have that experience with us. Ticket sales for the FatCon are going to be ending very soon. You can go to the link in my bio and use code JBAE to save 25% on your tickets. I hope to see each and every one of you at the FatCon in Seattle, Washington.
Okay, when I first saw that, I thought maybe this is a parody or something, but it turns out that it's actually not. There is this so-called FatCon that is occurring this weekend in Seattle, which I'm near. I'm almost tempted to go check it out, but I probably won't. But you know, when you look through the sort of event schedule, you know, they've got a website, and you see some of the featured speakers. I mean, it almost looks funny in a way, but it's, you know, they've got this one speaker. Their name is quote unquote a lot of booty, which, you know, obviously is obviously a made up name, but it's a real person apparently, and they're going to be talking about different aspects of body positivity and fat acceptance and so on and so forth. And you know, the language that they use is sort of interesting, and they talk about these different trigger warnings they have for different topics, and among those, one of them was exercise, that the concept of talking about exercise for some people could potentially be triggering. And you know, I guess the assumption is that these people have been sort of bullied and beaten into saying you need to exercise, and why are you so, you know, obese or fat or whatever, and that's traumatizing to them. And I guess that's where that's coming from. But to me, that's a foreign concept. It's so far removed from who I am and how I think that it's interesting, I would say the least. I try to be, you know, as I guess empathetic as possible here, and you know, just wonder because you know, a lot of these folks believe that either it's impossible to lose weight, or even worse, perhaps, that it's not helpful to lose the weight. And we've just seen a spate of these so-called quote-unquote fatfluencers die prematurely in the last, you know, in you know, average age of something like 35 recently. And so it's interesting, you know. I mean, I guess at some point you say live and let live. You know, if that's what they want to do, that's what they do. But the problem, I guess, that I tend to see is it sort of, I don't know if it glamorizes it in a way, or you know, misrepresents what it actually is like. Because I've talked to a lot of people who have been in that situation, this sort of morbid obesity situation, and they truly are miserable. They truly are. And you know, maybe you can put a body positivity spin upon that, and somehow you know, try to mask some of that pain and misery and suffering, because it's, you know, mental suffering and physical suffering, quite honestly. And people that have, you know, many people now that have successfully managed to go from this sort of super morbid obesity to you know, normal body weight, and kept it off for many years. Because a lot of times you'll hear these sort of fat doctor, you know, I know there's one gal calls herself the fat doctor. It says, you know, it's impossible you'll gain it all back. It's guaranteed you're going to gain it all back, where that's not always the case. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Would anybody be interested in going to quote unquote FatCon? Do you think it should be allowed? I mean, I think it's fine that it's allowed, but you know, just interesting thoughts. I'm kind of curious what's on the fat brunch. You know, I just wonder what kind of food they're serving, just out of curiosity. But it would be interesting to see what, you know, what kind of foods are being eaten, and maybe contribute to or lead to the type of obesity and what's preferred. I doubt it's going to be a carnivore diet. I seriously doubt that, but maybe I'll be wrong. All right, guys. Well, day 2 World Carnivore Month. We're pressing on. I've got a couple ribeyes in the sous vide right now, getting ready to cook up. And I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for helping yesterday, by the way, with that paper that I discussed. If you haven't seen it, go back to my video from yesterday. It's important. it's having the desired effect. And I appreciate all you guys that have retweeted and reposted that particular paper. Anyway, guys, we'll talk to you soon. You guys have a great day, and 2024 is going to kick ass. You guys take care now. Bye-bye.